Hello everyone, welcome back to Mohana Astrology. Rajshri here. Today I'm going to discuss about Saturn's placement in the 7th house of the birth chart and how it can impact you. Please note that these are related to Saturn's position in the 7th house only. I am not considering how Saturn can impact you if it's conjunct with any other planet or if it is aspected by any other planet. The results will change accordingly slightly. So this discussion is purely about Saturn's placement in the 7th house. So let's begin. And before I begin, do not forget to subscribe to my channel. That helps me a lot to keep this channel going. Your love, your support, that is the best part of this whole journey. So do support me. Thank you so much in advance. The 7th house is the house of marriage. It's the house of business partnership, any kind of partnership. And it's also the house for dealing with other people. It's your dealing with the world. It is also called the marketplace, where we deal with others. Now Saturn gets directional strength here, that is in the 7th house. And that means he is very powerful and strong when he is posited in the 7th house of your birth chart. Now, does that always mean that being strong and powerful means positive? That we have to see. Whether it's placed in his own sign, in the exaltation sign, in the friend sign, then it's going to give you some good results. And we cannot really forget that here we are talking about Saturn. So along with good results, you will have to be patient. You will have to, put your effort fully. Then only you're going to harvest the full energy of this Saturn. Now, Saturn is the slowest moving planet in the sky, and it's the delay maker as well. So the first thing that comes to mind when Saturn is in the 7th house is that it's going to bring delay in your marriage. But at the same time, it sustains the marriage as well. It can actually, give you a very long, stable marriage. You will try your best to carry on with your marriage as long as you can. So with this placement of Saturn, expect a long married life. Provided the sign it's placed in is a good sign for Saturn, and Saturn is also not malefically aspected by any other planet. Or it's not retrograde in 7th house. If not placed well, if not in good dignity, and malefic aspects are there, this Saturn can actually bring marital discord. And how this can come? It can come slowly over a period of time, growing apart from each other and having a slow growing emotional coldness between the partners. Separation from spouse, or even a second marriage, death of a spouse can also be seen if Saturn is malefic here. When Saturn is well placed and owns the good houses in the chart, then the marriage will bring prosperity for you. After the marriage, you will find that your fortune is shining, you will have wealth, you will have property, and you will also have a very mature, sincere, disciplined, organized spouse. And the same goes for business partnerships. It will be lucky for you. However, if Saturn has malefic influences here, then it is advisable that you avoid all kinds of business partnerships. Now, what kind of spouse can you get with this Saturn? I discussed a little bit in a while ago, but let me reiterate, your spouse is going to be highly organized, very patient, serious attitude, he or she will have serious attitude with life, towards life, and will show a lot of determination, a lot of perseverance and loyalty. The spouse can also be a little older than you. It can either come in the form of having more mature thoughts than you, or it can be age-wise older than you. Your spouse will also enjoy good food and comforts of life. That means he or she will be more drawn to have a luxurious life. However, since it's Saturn, the spouse's nature will also reflect the other Saturnian qualities like shrewdness and manipulation and a little bit of quarrelsome nature. If the Saturn is not well placed in the seventh house, the spouse can have health issues. In the natural Kalpurush Kundali, the seventh house is owned by the sign Libra, where Saturn gets exalted. So when Saturn is placed in the seventh house in a dignified position, it can actually give one a career in law, and also can make one judge, a very good judge. In some cases, particularly when malefic, Saturn can pose a question mark on the character and integrity of your spouse and the business partner who you are dealing with. Seventh house is also the house of travel, that is work related travel. Now, if Saturn is well placed here in the seventh house, your work related travel is going to bring you money and wealth, and it's going to bring prosperity for you. And you are going to relocate to a different place that is going to bring positive results in you during Saturn's Mahadasha. Let's now discuss about Saturn's aspect from the seventh house. Now from seventh, Saturn is going to aspect your ninth house and your own Lagna, that is ascendant, and your fourth house. Now always remember that Saturn's aspect is harmful. Saturn's aspect can cause damage to the houses where it's looking at. If the house that it's aspecting is exaltation sign or own sign, then the positive results related to the materialistic benefits of that house is gained, but the living significations or the soft significations, emotional significations of those houses are still harmed. That we need to keep in mind. Saturn's third aspect on your ninth house can actually damage your relationship with your father, with your mentors, teachers, or guru. Now, their health can also cause trouble for you. You can face obstructions in the long distance travel or in higher education. And your religious philosophy can be very different from your family tradition, from the tradition where you are born. And it can also happen with too much of malefic effect. Saturn, this aspect of Saturn can also make you an atheist. With Saturn's seventh aspect on your ascendant, you are likely to be somebody who's tall and lean. Since ascendant represents your body and your health and your mental constitution as well, your personality. So here Saturn's aspect can actually bring different kinds of health issues for you. It can also bring a feeling of melancholy, negative thinking, pessimistic thinking, or even depression. It will make you hardworking, but hardships in life will also be there. You may not like discipline. You may, want to do things what you want to do, when you want to do, just the way you want to do, not in a very disciplined way. And there may be some lack of enthusiasm and energy in life as well. There is a possibility that you can procrastinate your work. Saturn's aspect on your ascendant can bring down your energy level, and it can make you feel weak all the time, tired all the time. It can also make you look older than your real age. Your friends can actually brand you as somebody who's having detached personality and a little bit of coldness in the character. Now, from 7th, Saturn will also look at your 4th house. Now, what is 4th house? 4th house is your comfort zone. It's your mother. It's your immediate home surroundings. It's your domestic life. Now, Saturn's 10th aspect here can actually give you a profession that is related to property, that is, a possibility of working from home, a possibility of working in the construction field, in the Vastu field. But at the same time, it can damage your relationship with your mother or can bring health issues to your mother. Your mind can be restless all the time, and there will be a sort of emotional detachment in you, an emotional coldness in you due to Saturn's aspect. Now, Saturn's aspect in your 4th house, since 4th house is your native place, is your hometown, can, with Saturn's aspect here, it can make you relocate to a place which is far from your home. It can actually be a foreign land as well, and you will be better off there. Your prosperity will be lying there if you are away from home. This aspect can bring you property and reputation after marriage. However, lack of mental peace and domestic comfort remains there, and a feeling of detachment also remains there. So this is what I had to discuss about Saturn's placement in the 7th house of the birth chart. If you like this video, find this informative, do like this and share with your friends and relatives. Do subscribe to my channel to keep me going, and that helps me a lot as well. Thank you so much for watching. May God bless us all.